I would just recommend to the board that, speaking of what Dr. Littlefield just said, I think it would be the best use of the attorney's time for him to have whatever information we're going to talk about ahead of time. That way when we meet with him, he's prepared. Why are you giggling, Madam Chair? I'm just curious.
Just kidding.
Okay. But I'm jumping ahead a little bit here, but instead of just that letter, also my response to that letter. Why are you shaking your head, Dr. Wood?
Because I want to.
I'm just asking.
Oh, because I want to.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I just thought if we're going to be discussing information with the attorney gets to see the person that is involved, which happens to be me, and he gets to see the information from Dr. Littlefield, his statement that he made that's referred from the letter, because I don't believe the letter makes a reference to Dr. Littlefield's 7-minute speech, but that 7-minute speech is not included with what the attorney is going to look at. So I feel like we're not giving the attorney the entire picture, and I think that's important.
No. I'm just not used to being questioned on what my face looks like or who I talk to and stuff like that. I apologize if I offended the audience. You need to be clear on what you're doing. You confuse me. Because I work for the board, I have advised you in a 7-minute speech that you have a problem. I believe I continue to be harassed for speaking the truth. Write it down all you want to write it down. You can't tell me how I feel. I believe that this is a direct outgrowth of my protestations that took place months ago to the SAU board. I would suggest to this board that you be very clear in what you're doing and what information you want. You want to put my statement in there? I think you should. I operate this school system on a day-to-day basis. It's not your role, it's my role. I'm informing you, I did inform you, that actions on the part of one or some of you are creating an issue. Now, you can say all you want to say about me then and I apologize to the audience as well. And I beg your endurance, maybe I'll get my 3 minutes. I don't care how much you beat me up in your social media, lie about me, stretch the truth. I will not be deterred from doing what's right. These people that work for me, the people who go into the classroom every day, and the 2,500 kids that I'm responsible for. So I'm sick of hearing my 7-minute speech. I really am sick of that. If you want to really get into this, you had an odd conversation with a labor attorney through the SAU, bring her in. I want her to go through the 3 boxes of social media that I have, because every posting I have a copy of, and see which, and the emails and everything else, and really do an investigation into the behavior of some that are becoming harassing of others. You want to do it? You want Gordon to come in and talk about the lab? Do it. You want someone to come in and look at the culture and what's causing changes in the culture, then do it. They're 2 different things. They're related, but they're different. And it's going to require, the second is going to require, if you're going to do it right, a full examination of the mean and hurtful things that are said about people who work here through social media, which creates fear. Tell you the truth, I don't care if I come here and hear that I'm a pig or an idiot, or whether I see a social media posting. When I see it, it strikes fear in me.
I think we certainly need to rectify the confliction between seeking guidance on the letter and meeting with the attorney. I think it's not efficient for us to ask an attorney to read a letter and prepare advice for us, and then we meet with him several days later. So, but I cannot retract that motion. I was not on the prevailing side. I also acknowledge Dr. Littlefield's concerns. I believe that Dr. Littlefield has told us that there's a hostile work environment here, and my advice from people that are in this field is to seek an attorney as a board, because we are not knowledgeable of this area, and I do not want to make mistakes that may put this district in a liable position. So I think we need to seek an attorney on both of these issues. Dr. Littlefield's made very clear that they're separate. He's made very clear that there is an issue. I brought this up before. This board is failing to act.
Am I recognized? I would have a question of the board on this whole discussion of attorney, investigate. Are you seeking to defend or correct?
Yes, sir.
To correct the situation so that the school district can begin to work as it was and continue to provide the excellent education that they serve our children.
I would agree.
Madam Chair, I am seeking to understand and thereby correct, but I do not know the steps that we can legally take to correct the situation. I have been saying that for a month, and if faced with it, I will do nothing rather than take an action that may make us liable. I don't know what more I can say than I don't know how to proceed here, and please, let's talk to the lawyer about this.